Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about Kandi and the gang. All right, I love this show. Okay, I'm hoping the ratings, start to increase. I really think that this is a solid show. If they can keep Vanderpump Rules on for as long as they have been on air, then I feel like OLG could take the place. And it doesn't even necessarily have to take the place of Vanderpump Rules, but I feel like it could be a show that could last as long as Vanderpump Rules. Anyways, I love the show. All right, so now we get into the next character or someone else on the cast, Patrick. That is Kandi's godson, or basically one of Kandi's family members. Patrick is fine as hell. Okay, now Patrick is fine. But Patrick gives me dumb jock. We're just gonna go ahead and call a thing a thing. He gives me dumb jock. He gives me, the girls in college, if he went to college, used to do his, work for him. He gives me the coaches probably used to go and have conversations with the teachers in high school because he probably wasn't, no pass, no play. So he probably wasn't passing those classes. And so the coaches would go and talk to the teachers because he was probably one of the star athletes, right? That's what Patrick gives me. He loves that parking lot. He loves the parking lot. They charge him $10. I mean, some restaurants charge a park. I'm still of the belief that I should not have to pay to come and eat your food. I still, for whatever reason, in 2022, I still don't understand that. But some restaurants charge to park your car. Again, I still don't understand why I have to pay to park my car to come and eat your food and then pay to eat your food. Like, girl, it's a lot. But anyways, Kandi says the parking lot does well. Melvin and Patrick. I'm gonna say this much. They got some cuties on this show. Melvin is cute. Patrick is cute. We're gonna get into Felipe. Now Felipe. That Felipe baby can smile on my face all day long. Anyway, they got some cute people. This is a very attractive cast. It really is. I did not realize how pretty Chandrika was until this episode. Probably because I wanted her fired the first episode. Get her out the door. But I did not realize, baby, Chandrika is body. Girl, Dominique is bad. Chandrika is bad. This is a very nice looking cast. All right, so anyways. So Melvin and Patrick are cousins. They're brothers. Well, they call themselves brothers, but they're cousins. They're roommates. He says that Patrick says that he's been with his girlfriend Safari for 15 months, 27 days, 2 hours, 36 minutes, 22, 23, 24 seconds. I don't know why I hollered when he did that. Dom and Brandon, they go on a date. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. See, this is the thing, right? When it comes to some stuff, I just believe that, girl, that's probably why I couldn't be some of y'all managers. Managers should not date employees. I'm sorry. Brandon should have been fired. Even at my job, right? I remember someone, an LP, getting fired because he was dating a manager. Now, the manager ended up keeping her job, but the guy lost his job. Quite as except both of them should have lost their job because both of them knew the consequence of you dating, right? But he lost his job because they looked at it as a conflict of interest. Like, how are you going to be LP and you're supposed to be watching the employees and the customers, to see who's stealing? And girl, no, he got fired. I don't believe that managers should be involved with the people at their job. Just period. Just period. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Sorry. It's too many people in this world that you can hook up with. Why you want to... Okay. But anyway, so Brandon went on a date with Dominique. The date was cute or whatever. I put Chandrika is body. I didn't know Chandrika had all that body. Torian didn't get paid for the event that he did for the reunion. See, Kandi, this is why the girls be talking about you cheap and you don't like to pay your people, because you're not paying your people. Like, why would Torian get hired to do an event and he's not paid? Like, okay. Anyways, Torian, that's your fault. I'm not working for free. I'm not working for free. I'm not working for free. I can't even afford to work for free. Okay? So anyways, Chandrika, Dominique, they're at Torian's home and they're just, chit-chatting, and Torian says, basically, who are you dating? Dominique act like she don't want to tell. This is a gag, right? Because I saw in the future episode, I think Dominique is going to get into it with somebody, and we'll touch more on that when the episode airs, because I don't know what happened. But I saw the clip in the preview. I don't think anybody would be shocked if Dominique and Brandon, I don't think anyone would be shocked to find out Dominique and Brandon were probably hooking up or dating or whatever they're doing outside of the restaurant. But their restaurant is this big. Y'all acting like this is a 10-story building, right? I'm sure there are whispers around OLG about, girl, I think Dominique and Brandon got something going on. Right. You think Torian asked that because he doesn't know that Dominique and Brandon may be hooking up or she may be dating? Because I don't know if they're hooking up or I don't know. Anyways, we'll talk more about that later. Kim is an old manager. She's Bertha's daughter. Brian. I'll tell you, Brian is a kiki to me. Girl, when I tell y'all, Brian had me hollering in this apartment. All right. He comes to work. He's now a server. He comes to work, first day back at work. He meets Philip, and Philip tells him what area he's going to be working, and they go downstairs. I usually work upstairs and downstairs. He come in telling the manager what he gonna do, basically. No. That's not how this works. That's not how this works now. Okay. So Philip tells him what area he's gonna be working, and they go downstairs. Brian is wondering, why is this looking like a funeral home? What's going on over here? It did look a mess. It just wasn't cute. It wasn't a cute set. I get what they're probably trying to go for, like something where the customers could probably take a quick picture in front of the OLG wall, but girl, it just wasn't cute. What brought you back? He said the changes. Philip asked him something like, am I part of the reason? I guess it's the changes that I made. I felt like Brian said, hell, I don't know. I ain't work for you. That's my first. I don't know what type of changes you done made. Quick. He couldn't say because Candy's shooting the show and she asked me to come back. Okay? I don't know what changes you made. He asked him a question about, I guess, like where is his mentally, where is he at? And then Brian said, Brian said, I don't know where my mental is going. It's just going. You know what I tell you, bitch? I must have died. He said, I don't know where my mental is going. Girl, it's just going. Okay? Then Philip said, well, I'm going to make sure it stays on track. I said, okay. So anyways, Philip was like, okay, make sure the aeration is clean, blah, blah, blah. When Brian said, welcome aboard, I don't know. It's a little stuff to me that has me cracking up. Girl, when he said, welcome aboard, bitch, I hollered again. Welcome aboard. Then he goes to his customers. He tells them, welcome to Magic City. So Brian is a kiki to me, girl. When he said, "Welcome to Magic City," he told, "Write your order down." He acted like he was walking off. Hold your mule. These are the things that he's saying. Hold your mule. That means basically kind of like slow down, shut up, be quiet. You're going too fast. So the staff is going out. Again, Philip walks up. Chandrika. So I'm guessing at this point, Chandrika and Philip have kind of, I guess, they've learned to deal with each other, right? Because Chandrika invited him out. I'm with Philip. I don't think that management should hang out. That's just me. I'm old school in some ways. I'm with Philip. I don't think that management should hang out. Like, Brandon should not be going out with Dominique. He should not be going out with anybody in that restaurant. There is a conflict of interest. There is. And then especially when you start fucking somebody, possibly, right? There definitely is a conflict of interest. And it's unprofessional. Felipe and Philip. A lot of people, well, I'm not gonna say a lot, not a lot. There were some people I saw online that were actually surprised that Philip was gay. I mean, I wasn't. But anyways, he said that they met at a restaurant. I said AKA Jax, AKA Grinder, AKA Scrub, AKA A. Okay. Girl, they probably met like at Henry's. Or Jupiter. What's the other restaurant that all the girls be hanging out? Jupiter on Joe's, Einstein, something like that over there in the Midtown area. They're a cute couple though. The girls. The people from the restaurant meet up. Torian. See, this is how niggas be lying. Torian, you ain't nothing but a nickel. All right, Torian. Brian is like my friend. He's like my brother. Then, girl, Brian. Yeah, in the past we tugged and pulled. He got a big old. Now, what's his name? Torian. You just said that was your brother. I don't know brothers who done tugged and pulled. Okay. So basically, Torian and Brian tried to mess around. Torian's thing was too big, and Brian said, "No hell, you're not about to rearrange nothing over here, okay?" Girl, when Brandon walked up, I don't know, when Brian was like, "Brandon," it reminded me of on this Medea movie that Tiana Taylor was on. Remember when her and Little Bow Wow was her baby daddy, right? And she was like, "Byron." Anyways, Patrick called Safari a cougar. And I think Safari is like 28. I mean, Patrick is like 28, Safari is like 30. He calls her a cougar. Okay, girl. He said Safari does lip injections, teeth whitening. I'm sorry about that heavy foot bitch upstairs. I'm so sorry, y'all. It doesn't bother me. Like my sister and my brother-in-law were over here last night. My sister was about to go upstairs and knock on that hold up. But like I said, it doesn't bother me. I've tuned it out. But the only reason why it bothers me is because I know that it bothers some of you. And because it bothers some of you, that's why it bothers me. But if I'm not making a video, I literally tune it out. I don't even like hear it most of the time. But when I make a video, then for whatever reason, I then like pay attention to it. Because then I'm thinking about what you are probably hearing. So I'm sorry, y'all. See, that's the type of bitch that's gonna make me move up out of here, okay? It's like, where are you going? Like in real life. Y'all seen my apartment before. It ain't that much space. It ain't that much. You can't walk around. Where you going, girl? You ain't got that much. You ain't got, y'all get I can't even say what I'm trying to say. You ain't got that much space to move around. So, and it sounds like she just keep walking back and forth. Sweetie, the bar is, I'm sure your apartment is designed just like mine. Your bar is right here. So girl, you got us from here to here? My sister done said maybe she working out. My sister said she probably thought, fuck you. Anyways, okay, let me get back on track. See? There go out, basically, Safari's girlfriend. Girl, she doing lip injection, teeth whitening. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I need to know what type of degrees and certificates she got to be doing all lip injections and shit. Is Philip going to last? That's the question at the table. Is no consistency with the food. I knew. Now, some people, this is the thing, right? I'm not trying to defend Kandi, but I'm going to defend Kandi because Chandrika let it be known that she makes $12 an hour. I already knew. I knew that girl. I was like, that girl probably make $15. I was like, no, she don't make no $15. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if she make $12.50, maybe $13. Come to find out, she make $12 an hour. You have to just be realistic about what's going on. There are not a lot. OLG, it's not like OLG is one of these restaurants in Hollywood where all the rich folk and rich celebrities go to, and you hear these stories about the girls making these $500 tips and $1,000 tips and $100 tips. Like, that's not what OLG is like, right on the same level. It's probably like a Papa Do's, a Olive Garden. You see what I'm saying? Like, the girls ain't making a lot of money. And there's a good chance that at those restaurants too, depending on the city that you live in, of course, that those girls or whoever is a host or a hostess, they're making around the same amount. So I'm not saying that Kandi is wrong. I'm not saying Kandi is right. But I'm saying that, girl, that's probably the amount that someone in that position will usually get paid. So is Kandi really wrong? Really? Not really. Because if that's what somebody will usually get paid, there are not a lot of people out there. Maybe she could afford to go up a couple of more dollars, right? And maybe she's wrong for just not saying, you know what, I understand that this position usually pays $12, but I'm going to pay you $16. You see what I'm saying? Maybe she could do that. But I'm just saying it's not unheard of for someone in that position to make that amount of money, which I could get into a whole nother discussion about. That's part of the reason why I think Philip, even though Philip wouldn't bother me, because I don't talk to managers anyway. Girl, I just want to go to work, do my job, and go home. So I don't care about none of my girl. Philip would never bother. Like, I wouldn't care if Philip was my manager. But I also understand why Philip needs to bend a little bit too, right? Because you come into this situation at this restaurant, these people don't make a lot of money, okay? And then on top of that, you have a manager who a lot of people at the restaurant, now I'm not saying now, but at the time, probably didn't like. No one's gonna put up with a manager with a fucked up attitude and they're not getting paid no money. You see what I'm saying? Like, people will leave a job, people will stay at a job if they have a fucked up manager, but they're making a lot of money, right? No one's gonna stay at a job where they're not making any money and they have a fucked up and the managers have a fucked up attitude, right? And then even when you think about the waiters and the waitresses, how much money do you think those waiters are really making at OLG? Again, it's probably more regular people with regular jobs going to OLG than these big time celebrities that you hear about, like in those few restaurants in Hollywood. And you have to ask yourself, what the fuck is going on at OLG to the point where not only the employees are quitting, but girl, management is quitting too. So that's why I understand Philip wanting to make sure that there's some structure, there's some professionalism, right? This is a list of expectations that will be met. But I also think that with that being said, you kind of have to go realize where you're at. If that makes sense. Ain't nobody putting up with a manager with a fucked up attitude and ain't getting paid no money. Something gonna have to give. And y'all not raising my, y'all not probably gonna bump the girl's pay up no more. So, bitch, fuck y'all, I'm gone. Then the next person gonna come in, bitch, fuck this, I'm gone. Then the next person come in, bitch, fuck this, I'm gone. That's why those jobs have a high turnover rate. Because nobody, in retail, some restaurants, nobody is going to go to a job and deal with a manager with a fucked up attitude. Again, like my manager, my old manager, this white girl, other people didn't like her. Like I said, she didn't bother me. She threatened to fire me a couple of times. But I knew it was coming. Because I know for me, I have enough awareness to know that, bitch, you're not doing your job. Whenever I started clocking out of my job, like mentally, like I knew it was coming. Like, girl, I'm over this job. I'm done with this job. Like, I just not want to be here. Like I'm just over this job. So then I would start cutting up and acting up, right? Coming to work late every day. Not hitting productivity, right? Then she'll pull me to the side. Hey, you need to get it together. Oh, okay. Then I get it together. And then, girl, I start cutting up again. Okay, you need to get it together. Okay, girl, let me get it together. But I already knew the conversations were coming. Like, I just wish that other people, like Chandrika, why are you surprised that somebody's checking you about your attitude? You know your attitude is fucked up. Like, you know your attitude is fucked up. You said it. Anyways, I'm getting off subject. Okay. Anyways, $12 an hour. The family intervention, Kim pulled out, so they have a family intervention, right? It's a lot of mess going on. Kim pulled out her phone. Where is that? It's right here. Where is that? Kim, just let it go, girl. Do I believe that Mama Joyce cussed out Kim? Yes, I do. We've seen Mama Joyce act a fool on TV. Do y'all really believe that Mama Joyce did not cuss out Kim? She was just cursing, but didn't curse out Kim. No, she cursed out Kim. At the end of the day, they just agreed to, girl, we're family. We're going to put it past us. Ain't Nora? Girl, we all thought Aunt Bertha was the one. No, this is what it comes down to. Mama Joyce is the one that talked the shit. Aunt Nora is the one who going to fight. Aunt Bertha is the one who try to get everybody calm. That's actually how it go. I think we all probably thought that Aunt Bertha and Mama Joyce was the one. But no, Mama Joyce a fight. It's probably Aunt Nora is the gangster. Mama Joyce, is right there where I fight. I'm gonna cuss your eye fight too. Aunt Bertha probably not the one that fight. Aunt Bertha is the one who probably try to be like, okay, girl, y'all need to get y'all shit together and calm down, right? So, anyways, girl, after everybody end up cursing each other out, they eating chicken. Patrick tells Kandi about Chandrika. And about, them going out the night before. Kandi wants to know why didn't Chandrika come directly to her. The truth of the matter is, girl, employees complain to employees. Should employees go to a manager, I guess complain about their pay? A lot of times it probably doesn't do any good. So it's like, girl, let me just complain to my coworkers. They'll probably understand what I'm going through. I don't know, girl. Torian. Okay, here go the girls. Now the girls are fighting. Now the girls are bucking. Now the girls are trying to show who dick is the biggest, right? Torian comes to OLG. He goes inside of another space. Torian was rude. It is what it is. He walked in. He already had some preconceived notion about Philip. He let the other girls gas him up and hype him up, and he believed everything that they said, and it probably was true, and he believed everything that they said, so he walked in already on some, I'm gonna check this motherfucker, he ain't gonna check me, right? So Torian walks in, Philip, right? Yeah. Truth of the matter, this is just for me, and maybe I'm a lot older than some of the other girls, right? If that was me, and I walked in, and I saw this person, and it's probably your manager. Hey, hello, my name is Rodney. Walk downstairs, right? Are you Philip? Okay. You sit down. You're going to sit down. And there's going to be a conversation. This is a new manager. More than likely, they're going to have a new style of managing. So I don't understand why people don't understand that. If you have a new manager, there's a good chance. I'm going to say this much. I have never had a manager that did not want to sit down and have a conversation. Ever. So the fact that Torian was just like, oh, you feel it? Oh, okay. Girl, what? Y'all hoes is ghetto. So Tori goes down. I didn't know this was going to be formal. It doesn't have to be formal, but girl, it needs to be some type of introduction. Sit down, we can chit chat. I can let you know the expectations. I can let you know the direction that we're going into. You come down here trying to measure a table. Sit your ass down. Like, okay, so we really started off on the wrong foot. I'm sorry, it was Torian's fault. Now, Philip. Philip goes into this whole, what did he say? Oh, I'm not explaining myself to you. The fuck, nigga? Okay, I've never had a manager. This is a God honest truth. When I have had new managers, they always come in and explain. They give their background. Swear to God. I don't know if Philip felt like, I don't know. Like Philip, like I thought was fucked up for doing that. Like you don't have to explain yourself, but I have had plenty of managers that will sit down and be like, oh, you know, I come from so-and-so, I worked here for this amount, I graduated from so-and-so, or, you know. So now it's like, again, a big dick contest. So he says no one pays you to think about no one pays you to think about the organization. You're here to basically decorate and throw some balloons. That's pretty much what Philip told him. I think it's another fucked up thing. You would probably think that the upper management or management would care about what the employees have to say. It's the reason why that motherfucking door is revolving, right? It's the reason why all the employees are quitting. It's the reason why the management is quitting. So you might want to listen to what the employees have to say. All right? And then Tori was like, yeah, I'm back. And threw Kandi. Bitch, I said, oh shit. I said, oh shit! Oh shit! Girl, anyways, girl, that was pretty much the end of it, child. I love this show. I don't care what nobody got to say. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.